Daniel, I'm noticing this Britney shirt you're wearing today. Homage to Britney. Isn't that interesting? Okay, I love it. Where'd you get a Britney shirt? Did you actually buy that in like a vintage store?
Britney sent it to me. It's a gift. She loves me. I'm her biggest fan.
Did you? No, where did you?
I'm not going to tell you where I got it.
I want to know where that shirt came from.
Don't tell me.
Do you know where it came from?
Any real
Let it be mystery. Daniel made it, actually.
Amazon? Did you
No,
get it on
he
Amazon?
made it. He made it. He printed the shirt and everything.
Slave for you.
Our producer is saying to bring the energy. And you know what? Today is December 24th. It is the day before Santa comes to all of our Goyish girls and boys and brings them gifts. I read a thing today that said that Santa's got to. Why? Who cares?
I mean, it's kind of,
it means a non-Jew. If you're not Jewish, Santa's not coming. If you're Jewish, Santa's not going to your house.
For all the Jews, Hanukkah Harry's coming.
Yeah, maybe Hanukkah, maybe on Shlomo, on Herschel. Right. You know, when his oxen in his cart come to bring you underwear and socks. That time of year for the Jews. But for non-Jews, Santa's going to visit 138 million homes. It was like 1 million homes an hour.
Wow,
or something like that. That's amazing. What an amazing man. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is F Your Feelings. And it is Christmas time, and we're going to talk about the year, things that have happened to us, things that have happened in the world, and we're just going to talk about things that I don't know, that may or may not move you. But we're happy that you're here. Like and subscribe. You know what to do. Follow us on all of our podcast networks if you know where they are.
We're killing it on Facebook. Go to YouTube.
You can follow us on
Instagram.
Facebook, but we really need your love and support on YouTube.
We're doing very well on Facebook. We need elsewhere. We need you to maneuver.
Okay, let me do the intro. All right, thank you.
Okay,
okay,
sorry.
Sit there and be quiet.
Sorry,
all right,
sorry,
thank you,
my friend.
Thank you. Anyways, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted.
Sorry.
Welcome to F Your Feelings, and the only thing I can say to that is you know what, Anthony? F your feelings.
You know what, Daniel? F your feelings.
And you know what, Jonathan? F your feelings.
Oh, Jesus. Why do you always have to do a longevity one?
That's his thing.
That's his
And
thing.
to all of you out there that are watching this, listening to this, F your feelings. Be your most authentic self. During Christmas time, be nice to others. And just, you know what? Don't be afraid to be yourself. I don't care what that is, how it sounds to others. Just be yourself, and you know what? You'll be okay. And you know what? We'll be okay,
and
too.
be happy with who you are. Be proud of yourself. And really feel it inside.
Yeah, deep down in the cockles.
Yeah, in the cockles. What's a cockle?
It's something that I've actually, where first time I heard cockles was, do you know who Dennis Leary is?
Yeah, I love that.
So he's got a song called Asshole. It's one of my favorite songs because I'm an asshole.
And he said cockle on that song?
And he goes, yes, and he goes in deep down in the cockles of my heart. And it's like a thing. It's like a saying. Cockles are actually I think it's a muscle or something like that. But I don't know. You can look it up. I'm not going to bother looking up
Dennis
cockle.
Leary. He was actually great.
I love that.
Didn't he have a show, Rescue Me, or something?
I watched
He was
fantastic.
I watched that, yeah.
He was good on TV. He was also good on that new FX show where with Smurf and the kids that were robbing people. God, I can't think of the name of it anyways off the top of my head. He was good on that. He was one of the dads. But nonetheless, it is holiday season time, and our show is really going to be about reflection. It's going to be about the year in past, and that brings me to the quote of the week. Ooh. And it's brought to you by Leo Tolstoy himself. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. And I feel like during the holiday season, looking inward is what most people do. So the meaning behind Tolstoy's quote lies in its quiet challenge to human nature. While people often focus on reforming institutions, governments, or society as a whole, Tolstoy argued that those efforts ring hollow without personal transformation. So I urge the urge to criticize the world often hides an unwillingness to confront our own flaws, privileges, and responsibility. And real change doesn't start with pointing outward. Thank you. It starts with looking inward. And I think a lot of that, I've gone through this the last, few years looking really at myself and trying to imagine what I might look like as a thin person. I'm still struggling with that. Having the skin removal and moving into next year, is something that's big for me. But, what is one thing that you could change about yourself instead of complaining about?
Well, it's not only, but you always hear every year that people have resolutions for the year. And then you hear how people fail immediately in January on those resolutions. I mean, if you're gonna have at least top 5 resolutions for the year, do your best to try to just really win on one of them. I guess you know what I mean. Like I feel like people, and I do it. I'm the worst at it. I'll go into the new year saying I want to do this, this, and this, and then within January I'm back in my old mix and I'm doing the same thing. So I think you just got to do within yourself. You got to really say, listen, I want this, I want to do this. and I got to make it happen.
So
At
what
least
is
one.
So what is your resolution this year?
I
then?
mean, I'm back to sporadically smoking again.
no.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Anthony. I thought this was a secret.
No,
Now we got this on.
Well,
You know what it is? I'm going to tell you.
when I say sporadically, it's very sporadic, but I shouldn't be smoking at
It's
all.
to the point where I have to bring mouthwash to the studio.
Yes, that's the
But
truth.
do you know?
Well,
do you know what
don't say
happened?
that.
I'm gonna tell you what
Jesus.
happened. This is what happened. One day there was a knock at the door, and Nancy's like, "Hello." He's like, "Hey, psst, Anthony, it's me."
What?
Like, what? It's me, Nicotine. Come on. Come have a smoke. Come on. Hey,
God.
Anthony,
Here he
come on.
goes.
It's me. Just once.
Yeah.
Just one, Anthony.
You know, Anthony, I know when it started. If I'm not incorrect, I know where it started. And
Where?
it's got restarted. We were at the hurricane party, and you had a cigarette.
I did.
And,
I
and
remember
that was
that.
and it
6
triggered
months.
from there.
Yeah.
You know, you said, I'm going to go have a... I said, Anthony, what do you have?
Do you know
next to the
what?
cigarette?
You have a crazy because that's
I do
that
remember.
is
That's what I
when
remember.
you're talking about the one for the beginning of the Notre Dame game before the Notre Dame game.
pre-party, you went and had a smoke with,
Yeah.
with whoever else.
Yeah.
And I said, that's it. That was the domino effect. The
I mean,
trigger
I'm
effect,
still
everything.
a lot better than I used to be, but listen, I got to stop. I got to stop, and that's my biggest goal of this
No,
year.
you know,
If
people-
you want my one New Year's resolution, I got to quit smoking. I don't want to have a cigarette again.
People ask me all the time, how do I stay motivated? How do I keep the weight off? What keeps me going? And the thing is that a lot of people set goals for themselves, and that goal is great because it's something to start and something to end. And when it ends, if you don't have another goal, something to keep you going, you don't. Those are the people that regress. So what I would say to anybody who's creating a New Year's resolution is create something that you can create a routine around.
Yeah.
So if you can create that routine, is once you've accomplished that, the motivation is what gets you started, but the discipline and the routine is what keeps.
So
you
you're
there.
like, if I quit smoking and I now got back to working out again, let that be the
trade-off.
The trade-off. I get it. No,
Yeah, give yourself
that
a goal,
Worked, that
like-
worked for me in the other quitting smoking moments.
Because think about it. So I'm going to work
That did
out.
work
That's
for
your
me.
first.
Yeah.
That's your first goal. Or I'm going to quit smoking, and keeping the working out is the thing you're going to keep doing. To
keep my
you
mind
just,
off
You just
the
need
smoke,
another line, like another goal. People say to
I
me,
agree with you.
You know, it's funny because some people don't understand when I say I want to be sexy. Like, why do you want to be at this age? Be sexy. You know, you're married. All those things like that. And it's just like
It's how you feel.
But I say it not so much as that I want to be sexy, right? It's more so like I've reached this point where I lost weight. I feel healthy. It's moving the goalposts. Like, I don't want to stop, you know. So the point is like, okay, so the next thing is let me make myself look as great as I possibly can. Next, you know, so I'm building routines and discipline along the way.
You know, the thing is, Anthony and myself, we've been sexy our whole lives. So
Yeah,
we're
it's
working
rose of the-
backwards. So now I
What?
just like, how can I
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be sexy
yeah,
anymore
yeah.
and just kind of be like, look like a commoner? Like, you know,
well, the Rosenfield brothers, we are. Listen, God has blessed us. You know, God has blessed us.
So I
you
want
know.
to take 2 years off and not be sexy. So I'm gonna
Hold on,
try to
hold on.
gain a
So
little
that's
weight.
your New
I
Year's
like a
resolution. That's
Now
the
a
resolution to become unsexy.
I'm gonna make you a shit. Wow, look how shitty you look now.
Daniel, I'm noticing this Britney shirt you're wearing today.
love it.
Homage to Britney. Isn't that
love
interesting?
My Britney.
Okay, I love it. Where'd you get a Britney shirt? Did you actually buy that in like a vintage store? Or
Brittany
something?
sent it to me. It's a
Oh,
gift.
stop
She
it.
loves me.
Yeah,
I'm her biggest fan.
Did you? No, where did you get
I'm not
the
gonna
shirt
tell
from?
you where I got
I
that.
want to know where that shirt
Don't
came
tell him.
from.
Don't tell him.
Any
Do you
real
know
fan-
where it came from?
Any real
Let it
fan
be a
would
mystery.
know.
Daniel made it actually.
Amazon? Did you
No,
get it
no,
on
he,
Amazon?
he made it.
I
He made
can't.
it. He printed the shirt and everything.
slave
For you.
All right,
Okay.
but now we haven't heard Daniel's resolution. So what is your resolution this? Do you have one, Daniel?
You know, my life is perfect. There's no
Wow.
resolutions I need.
So he's sexy and perfect, ladies
I'm
and
at the
gentlemen.
pinnacle of my life.
I feel like you were in an argument
your
the other day
wife-
with your wife when I
Yeah.
was speaking to
I
you.
mean, it's been, well, you know, with the kids, it's tough.
Hold on.
Listen, my resolution obviously is to continue to spend a lot of time.
That's
with
not a
my family.
resolution.
Yeah, come on. You always come
You know,
up
I
with
got- you know, can I-
such
can I give-
plan.
can I
You got to
give-
be deeper.
Can I give him a resolution? Can I give you a resolution? So, and I'm sorry for bringing this up.
I'll throw
but
one. You
I
have
went-
to lose a little weight.
I went to dinner.
What?
You have to lose a little
Wow.
weight.
How dare you?
You do have to lose a little
I
weight.
What
love
size
it.
shirt are you
I love
wearing,
it. Yes,
Daniel?
yes.
Which
It's an
size
extra.
shirt is it?
It's an extra.
But you're very strong in the
extra
arms.
large.
You just have to lose in the stomach.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and I do too.
That's it.
I'm not acting like I don't.
No
So-
more M&M's, chocolate bread, or ice cream for the next 2 days.
So Daniel's New Year's resolution is I want to preface this with I went to dinner with Daniel and my wife and my friend Lee Moore for my wife's birthday.
Okay.
And
Why wasn't I invited?
I believe you were invited.
No, you didn't invite me.
No, well, maybe Wendy doesn't like you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I doubt that's the case. I think Wendy wanted
was
to
just
keep
a
it small.
local-
It was like a local thing.
Boca thing. We don't hang out with people outside of Boca.
Okay.
Right, the non-Buccaneers, you know, as we like to say. I'm a Buccaneer, but a Buccaneer. So Daniel's wife was obviously just. I think I said to Daniel that you just need to do more, Daniel. You need to pay more attention to your wife. I think she was having most. Your New Year's resolution should be
Focus on your wife.
to focus on your wife and to make sure she has things that she needs so she can also get a break from the kids. I think that would be her biggest thing. Can you do that for you? Can you do that for your wife?
You're putting him on this.
I'm not. You know what? Look, first of all, Daniel is a great provider. He's a great father. I am not putting him down. He does a lot.
No, I get
but his
it.
wife
Beth
does
is requiring
does
more.
a lot,
She's going through hormonal times. This is a weird age for them.
I'm not going anywhere
no,
like
in
that.
their 40s,
Women are from Venus.
I think she just wants people to go to the fucking gym. Okay? How about that? I mean,
You know, I'm just trying to learn, since I've been married for, going on, 10 years now, I'm trying to learn the unwritten body language of a woman. Like, she tells you something, but it means something else. Or she says, go ahead, you can sit, for example, we're at the restaurant, with Eric, and she's like, okay, you can sit here. And I sat down, and then she's, the kids are crying, and then automatically I think she's mad at me because the kid's crying. And I'm like, am I supposed to sit near with you and the kid and she gives me a look. I wasn't sure if it's
she
a
wants
look
to
like,
smack you in the face.
I wasn't sure. And I sat down feeling guilty because I was, a seat away from her. Like, a friend of ours was sitting in the middle. She was on the left. I'm like, is she mad at me?
oh
I'm
no, she was
here.
annoyed.
She was annoyed. She told me to sit down on that seat, but then again, the baby was crying. Did I need to get up and help with the baby?
But by now, 10 years in, you should know those credences. I mean, I'm not great with my wife with everything, but you should know those credences by now.
Also, proactive. Be proactive, right?
Yeah.
I want you to pay attention to the shirt that I'm wearing today.
Oh,
let me ask my wife.
Let me ask. I like that.
And I'm learning now because I make mistakes all the time. So now I'm thinking like, let me ask my wife. Because you know what that's going to do is even if she doesn't know, she can't say I didn't ask her. She can't say any of that.
But my wife gets annoyed when I do. I said, Beth, was I supposed to help you there? And she gives me a look like fuck you.
Let me tell you.
What are you asking her, though?
So
I
you
guess
guys,
is the question.
I'm going to Vail tomorrow.
How white collar of you.
No.
Excuse me.
But understand the story behind it. My wife is there already with the kids. I wasn't going because, as you guys know, my schedule's been, thank God, in December, we're very busy. I've closed over 100 million in transactions in the last 2 weeks. But with that said, I knew if I didn't get there, as much as she was saying what you just said, that she doesn't care, she's back end and told 50 people that if he doesn't end up showing up, she'd be very disappointed.
Really? I didn't get that feeling.
I'm just going in for 3 days.
Okay.
Right.
But I mean, it's a time of year where you want to spend time with your family. You work hard all year long, so she wants that time.
She says, it's not a family trip without you. She kept telling me, like, I'm not upset you're not coming, but she goes, not a fit. So I felt really bad. So last second yesterday or a day and a half ago, I decided I got the big closing on Monday done. I got 6 more done yesterday. I got enough done today where I think I'm good until Monday of next week. And I'm going to go in for 3 days. Right. And I think she's very happy.
Yeah, so it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
And she's right. It's not a family if you're not there because you are a big part of the family.
Yeah,
those kids can't be created without you.
You actually just made me almost cry, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
I'm actually almost tearing over
it wouldn't be a family. It wouldn't be a family vacation without Lauren either.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. She needs to be there.
She's the queen of our mother. Like, without her, we're done. We're fucked.
The moral of this is that sometimes when you need to be a mind reader, this is the thing that gets me in trouble because I feel like my wife feels like I should just be already thinking like she's thinking. I always say to her all the time, I go, look, I'm not you. I don't think like you. So I'm never opposed to doing anything.
Yeah.
Just ask because she'll get upset. I'm like, I'll do it. Just say, hey, babe, can you help me with this? And I'm like, sure.
But that's my wife's argument. You're not supposed to. You should just know. I'm not supposed to ask you.
Is Beth in her 40s yet?
Yes.
And Wendy's in her 40s?
Yeah, Wendy
I'm
is
telling you, they go through something in their 40s. I don't want to talk for women, but something's going on.
Look, it's called perimenopause.
I don't know what
we had a whole episode about it, and their hormones are changing. Yeah. Look, this gives a lot of cause for a lot of divorce, and it's a time where I said that I'm doing a disjustice. I am failing my wife because sometimes you're recognizing this is happening and us being supportive. But I always tell her, I'm like, look, it's like, if I'm not doing it and need me to do it, just don't hesitate to ask. I said, I can't read your mind. Yeah. I always say, like...
Because we are different than them. I mean, we just are. Even if you guys have become compatible and you understand each other and you guys are... It doesn't matter. There is a huge difference in the way our brains work and their brains work.
At the end of the day, we need to be there more for them as much as they are there for us. Yeah. And that's it. It's what it comes down to. But marriage is about being there for each other. It's not so much about love and all those things. Yes, those things are important, but your wife needs your support. I need my wife's support. All those things like that. So the better we can recognize those things, I guess, the mind reading stuff maybe happens. Maybe Daniel's wife isn't so annoyed with him. He just goes, hey, honey, you want me to take the child here, eat some food, or whatever she wanted. Whatever that she wanted at that time. And maybe he would have done that and she would have just got mad because I told you to fucking sit there. Why are you asking me to eat some fucking food? So it could turn into that as too. But, that is the risk we take as men and for loving our wives. And I do love my wife.
I do, too.
I do. I'll say it. I say it every day.
I do, too, honey. Honey, I love you. Without you, I am not. I am not. I am nothing. I am not to nothing.
Wow, that's
I
that's
don't know
a
what-
mouthful.
I just made that up.
Well, you should be
nothing.
But
Maybe
I
should be
do
a
think
poet.
my wife loves me more than I love her. So I'm.
Do you?
No, I'm just kidding. No,
That would be. I don't know.
I'm just joking.
Why would you even say that out loud?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was
Yeah,
just kidding. I'm
exactly.
kidding.
I was
love
thinking the
wife
same
more.
thing. I go.
It was just a
gonna
power
take
trip
that?
for a minute. It's a psychological thing. I lose.
Well,
I just celebrated my 22nd anniversary this week.
yeah.
I feel
Wendy's
like
birthday is
I
on the
feel like I
same
saw
day as
her-
your
yeah,
anniversary,
That's
yeah.
right. I feel like I saw something about. So that was her birthday. Okay.
Which is also why you probably couldn't have come, because when we went out, you were probably doing something special for your wife, as you should.
And Anthony, what other anniversary is the same day as your anniversary?
My mother and father's original marriage. My mom's marriage to my father, who are, of course, they've been divorced for how many years?
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's right.
cares.
Daniel's right.
Man, we're the only one that cares.
Nobody
Sorry
cares.
about that. Sorry about throwing that piece of
We
information.
love you both, Mom and Dad.
I love you, Mom and Dad.
So my New Year's resolution, since mine is to get there, is now that I'm moving into the 2026 with a svelte body, not having the skin, I think I really want to be able to take my body to the next level. I'm not saying that I want to be like a Mr. Olympia bodybuilder, but I think I just want to be strong looking. I want to
You
walk
look
in.
strong to me, your arms.
No, I mean,
Your arms look strong.
I want to be like, when you walk in, people are like, man, don't fuck with that guy. Like I want, and when people walk in, like, damn, that guy works out. Something I want people to notice. I know it's a weird
But he
thing.
wears glasses. They're going to say, "Oh, he's like."
a lot of people want that.
Maybe
Like that's just your own.
It's not a
feel.
vanity thing. It's not like so much I want to get noticed. I think it's just it's a personal goal. And like when you grow up in a fat body, you dream of one day looking. You see these guys with like muscles and six packs. Like, oh, if I could just have that.
Yeah.
Now I'm right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much have abs now. So
I think I love your journey. I've talked about it on many shows. I think it's great, and keep going for the stars. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think you could do it. I mean, clearly I mean, I can't believe how you look from when we first met today. I mean, it's unbelievable. So
it is.
I know I sound a little like I'm into you or something.
No,
but
no.
I think you look great.
I think just over time, I think I'll start to see it more myself. Like as the inflammation starts to go down, and I look at myself without the faja on. Is usually
Do you
only.
still have something you're wearing?
Yeah, I wear
He's
this.
wearing a girdle.
Oh,
I
you're
wear
still
this.
wearing
I
that.
wear this torture
Why?
device. It's a
Why
torture.
still this long after?
Keep
What's
his
the
skin.
reason?
So,
To keep it all.
so it's
together.
called a faja.
Okay.
And if you don't know, it's also known as a torture device. I wear it 23 hours a day. The best part of waking up is taking this fucking thing off because it's like it's tight. So what it's really meant to do is it's meant to keep this, because it's a lot of tension on those scars, on those incisions. So it's meant to keep the incisions so they can heal. It prevents seromas and like produces good configuring of the body to the new shape that it's been given.
Yeah.
And also pushes inflammation out of the body. So I have to wear it for 2 months.
But do you not notice your arms are? Your arms are very strong.
Yeah,
He looks
I'm-
veiny. He's got veinier.
He's got-
yeah,
he's-
I see the
Well,
veins.
it's funny because the doctor. So I have a physiologist that manages my diet, and he's amazing, right? He's a strength and conditioning coach. He knows the physical body better than anybody, and he says that my body has been burning like crazy because I'm trying to heal, and I got my body fat percentage is 8.9%.
Wow.
And he goes, it's too low. He goes, look, we can know that you can burn fat. I said, but he goes, you need to have more fat on your body to heal. So like this week's been great. It's like I got cottage cheese and yogurt and cheese and rice and potato.
You went crazy.
Well, I'm allowed to eat whatever I want because he's like, you need to put on some weight. So I put on like 3 pounds this week.
Nice. Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, whatever. It's nice to be able to eat a cookie.
You know what?
and
I'm
not-
going to
I'm
put
not
on
big.
3 pounds with you. I agree. I like that. I like where we're going
From
with
your
this.
belly to your ass.
That's
That's great.
So 2025, a lot of things happened, and we get the New Year's resolutions out there. Now we don't have to talk about this. We can even talk about things that we can do for others. We can talk about. I always say that this is the best time of year. People say that this is the happiest time of year, but it's also the hardest time of year, right?
For many people, it's a struggle.
So we talked about resolutions, right? We talked about what works and what doesn't work. But I mean, has anything like what is big that has happened to you guys this year? Like big events, memories, emotional, physically, mentally. Like what are the things that you have done this year that either have made you a good person, a bad person? Talk to me. What do you got?
Daniel, go.
so wide open. Well, I'm learning to just pee once a night. So it's a big. I'm excited.
That's a big thing for 2025.
Come on.
I don't know. There's just
That's
so
so
much.
deep.
Get a
You're
little
about as
deeper.
deep.
You
You're
are
about.
sometimes a little lacking in the depth.
You're as deep as a puddle.
Listen, there's just that's a broad question. I mean,
It's meant to be.
It's
you
meant
can't
to
think
be.
of a big event this year.
Like what
a
happened?
big event. You listen, the birth of my son, right?
That was this year?
last year. But
was
you
last
know,
year.
him growing.
Okay. Watching your kids grow.
The
That
growth,
makes-
the
that's-
steady
that's-
growth of my family has been a big thing for me. You know, I joined the networking group, right? So
There you go. So
myself,
you're easing
so-
into. You're warming up, Daniel.
You're
Come on,
warming up.
you're getting
So,
into
come on,
it.
get a little deeper,
Well,
Daniel.
I felt like self growth. I wanted to meet. I always feel like I need to be surrounded by smarter people than myself. I always say that. And I said, you know what?
Thank you.
Exactly. No. I do agree with that, and I decided to join a networking group, and that's kind of like a bigger journey for me this year. I usually don't have
That's not
time for
your
anything.
thing.
That's not my thing.
not
It's
your
still
thing.
not my
I think
thing.
it's
Well,
kind of cool.
What about the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge thing. Oh yeah.
I mean,
That
But
would have been. That
that's
was
kind of
my
a
number
dream.
one.
what about
That was one of
what
my
about
top
business?
three. Yeah, it was one of my top three. How's
Business is steady and going. You know, I'm.
How are
I'm-
the tariffs?
Didn't help me. Let's not get political. I know you're throwing that in my face.
Okay.
But I agree. I think the podcast was a huge
part
thing
of
this year. That's probably the biggest thing this year.
But we really want to get Daniel out of his shell.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity for you, Daniel, to tell us about like things that. Come on, talk about your son. Your son plays soccer.
Yeah, I know. We'll get back to me.
What do you mean? This is it. This is the time we're reviewing the year.
Come on, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Think about your year. Think about it.
I mean, it kind of went by really quick.
It
You know, they
did
say
go
I always
back.
say it takes forever to be 18 years old. Like I don't know when you're growing up, I felt like I was looking at the clock. Everything moves so slow when you're in high school.
Yeah.
When you get to 18, bam, you're 45, 50 in a minute.
You're right. It's crazy.
18 to 4, like it 1
I
second.
did
just
feel
means-
like this year was quicker than other years.
one
It
sec-
just once it was just a swoop of a year. I agree with you. I did feel like this year was quicker than others.
Well,
absolutely.
well, since Daniel can't get very
we'll
deep,
circle back. I mean,
we're
I'll
gonna-
get into
we're
it.
gonna
but,
circle
you know.
back. All right, Anthony, I'll ask you the same question. Talk to me. What has happened to you this year?
I think the first, one of the top five I would have to say is obviously the podcast. I've enjoyed it. A lot of my friends have told me keep doing it because they feel like Daniel said it. Some of my big clients have said it. Now we've talked about other clients said this might be a little teetering here from my profession, but you know what? It's like a therapeutic for me. I enjoy being with you guys.
Therapy, absolutely.
I look forward to sitting with you guys. I look forward to talking to our fans. I look forward to just being here. And it gives me a release. I have a very stressful job. I work a lot of hours. So this is a way for like I figured out this is like a therapy session without me having to go to therapy.
Absolutely.
Kind of nice. I don't have to pay for therapy. So
Right.
So why can't Daniel figure that out?
I enjoy it. I enjoy the podcast. I will step on what Daniel says, the growth of my family. When I say the growth, I just mean another year with my family. I love being with my family. I love my kids. Watching my son, he's such a great kid.
I mean, you can say this is your first year in college.
No, second now.
Oh, is
This
it?
the second,
Jeez,
and
let's
he's
talk about things moving fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's so awesome. And I have such a good time with him. We went away this weekend to
College
Texas,
Station, yeah.
College Station,
We're gonna talk
to
about
Texas
that.
A&M, which we'll get to. But I just have such a good time with him. When your kids grow up, right now Daniel's in that stage that you have to monitor everything and everything is hyper focused on the kids. I'm at a stage with my son where we're friends.
Right, we can enjoy him.
We are just buddies. We have a great time.
How often do you talk to him?
Seven
Every day?
days a week. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
nice.
I'll talk to him a couple minutes a day. Like he talks to his mom a lot more than me.
Sure.
I'm very busy. He knows not to. Like my wife. My family's become very good at this. Sadly, they don't call me during the workday, but sometimes I get a minute during the workday. I'll FaceTime him quickly and say, "How are you doing, son?" We'll have a 2-minute talk, and then I'll speak to him maybe later at night. But I do enjoy being and my daughter. I know I only talked about Erin. I love my daughter. She's going through a bit of a stage right now, which we'll
What
get
I imagine
to
at her age, this is
Staring at her phone stage.
well, you know what it
Staring
is.
at
She's
hormonal.
what your daughter's
You
what?
talk
She's
about hormonal
she's
at
15.
40s, she's 15. She's
Right.
going
So, I mean
through-
that is a big year
Oh,
for
my God.
girls. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine.
And I
what
do
she's
want to
going
say, watching the only thing I get worried about when Daniel talks about the phone, I do feel like the social media, and we'll get into other shows about this, they really affect the girls more than they
So
do the
is that
guys.
something you could also maybe make a New Year resolution to make sure your
I
daughter's not getting
try.
brain rot?
I try.
Because other girls are so judgmental,
I think they perceive themselves a certain way because of everything they're
Absolutely.
seeing.
Right, well,
way
that-
more than
Well, that's how
a
they're.
boy does.
Well, think about the peer pressure is not only now what you have in person, but what you see online, and then
Yeah.
you want to be trendy
100%.
and you want to be. So yeah, I couldn't.
100%. I'm very nervous about that. But my wife and her my wife, as you all know her well. She's very calm. She's very collected. They're going through a battle.
She's got a plan.
They're
She's
going
got a
through
plan.
a battle right now, her and Alyssa.
I think that's natural with women, with moms and daughters in general. But like, we talked about it in the past about how growing up in today's world is difficult.
It's difficult.
I'm happy to have grown up when we were still not tethered to computers yet. So we are now, but as kids, we really weren't. We had to learn to do things ourselves. And for me, I mean, I feel like I've had a lot of milestones this year. For me, it's I'm giving more responsibility at work, and I'm in charge of of the look and feel of my company that I work for. So I mean, that's crazy. Things like that. Obviously, my weight loss journey continued from the year before to the point where I had the skin removal, and now I'm moving my New Year's.
And
my
for
next year.
for all of you who haven't seen the video, though, I mean, you got to see it. It was unbelievable
on the YouTube.
It's like a Hellraiser when they rip your skin off your body. But yeah, either way,
Unbelievable.
learning to be in a smaller body and the way people look at me is different. But moving through the year, the podcast, I agree with you, is important. I love doing it. I love meeting every week and discussing whatever we're going to discuss, and even the growing of it and all the little things that we're doing.
The accomplishments. We're getting slow accomplishments.
Yeah,
but we're not doing. We're doing it for that. I feel like, but we're doing it because we just enjoy doing it, and we're seeing the progression. And you're seeing, we're having, we've had videos now with over 1 million views. I mean, I can't believe we're talking like little teenagers. I mean, obviously we're doing this for a reason. We want to get out to the masses and have a community. And I just think, I feel like for 1 year we've done pretty good.
Yeah,
It shows that we're going in the right direction.
We're going in the right direction. I think people are.
We're only learning. I mean, we started this about 6 months ago.
It's crazy.
And so every episode is we're going to learn more and more, and hopefully we get you guys to like and subscribe not only to our content but submit stories in this description down below.
We really want stories too.
You can submit a story. The story is just a way for you to connect with us. Leave us a voice note. Hopefully, maybe at some point we get enough people to do that. We can have an actual hotline where you can call in and we can talk to you live. Now, we don't do anything live at the moment, but you never know.
There's going to be a lot of gear this year. We're going to have a lot more gear this year we want to send out to our fans. So we're going to get gear this year.
So if you the first person who submits a story, we have not actually made F Your Feeling t-shirts. We need a reason to create some swag.
Exactly.
If we get some stories or people reaching out to us, we're gonna start creating swag for you guys. So, man, who's it going to be? Who's going to be the first one to submit a story? Josh, I'm sorry, it can't be you. As much you're going to get a shirt anyways for free, my friend.
By the way, just so you know, I did speak to a print guy, one of Beth's friends, and he's working on a quotation for us for a bunch of shirts. F Your Feelings.
Beautiful.
So,
and sweaters. I love sweaters. We got to get some sweaters.
So now,
What else, Eric?
Now, like we talked about, this is the happiest time of the year. So I think people think that they're powerless and that they couldn't be further from the truth, right? You don't need money to make the world better. It's little things, right? You can help someone learn English. Right, you can drive them to the doctor. You can carry groceries. You can ask somebody how they're doing. You can smile or simply not add any negativity online or in person. So that's kind of something I'm going to take into the new year. Right, every day, no matter who you are,
This is a resolution.
Right, no matter for everybody, everybody who listens, every day, no matter who you are, you have the opportunity to add light instead of darkness. And I'm asking you to choose the light instead of the darkness. Right, say something nice to somebody. If you don't have something nice to say, my mom used to say, don't say it at all. Right, so that kind of gives me.
How will we communicate sometimes?
What do you mean? How we mean you're going to communicate?
Yeah, because I like.
Sometimes silence is golden. Anthony loves to say to me, because I don't know if it's as I've gotten older. When I try typing on the keyboard of my phone, I never get the freaking letters right. I don't know if it's I have giant hands, and I never get it. So I like to voice text. And that's never right. So I like to send voice notes. This MFer right here is just like, man, stop sending me voice notes. Your voice is so goddamn annoying. So goddamn annoying. I want to slap you in the face.
Imagine getting notes from Eric. Do you get voice notes from Eric?
I do.
I mean, I love
It's
them.
just
I'd
easier
rather
sometimes.
text. And I'm not a texter either, but I'd rather text. We hear each other enough.
I know it's a lawyer in you.
Okay.
Don't say it on paper. What are you, out of your mind? At least we can delete a text message. I mean, shit.
Or you can the voice. Yeah. True.
So I'm going to play a couple of clips. And this is just kind of like, I feel like these are kind of, we talk about the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. So I'm going to play this clip. It's a lady. And I think it's funny because in South Florida, you have some of the worst drivers. And this person's point of view is from the side view camera of the person behind her. Wow. And then the kicker is where they end up, where they're at. So this person's probably late. I'm just going to play and you can take a look.
I am in control of my life. Because I am capable of powerful,
keep watching her.
positive change.
Son of a bitch. She is losing her friggin'
That's
mind.
right.
I
Rachel.
rise
in front of them
above
driving
all
slow?
challenges.
Wait till you
and
see
move
why they're
ahead
driving
now
slow.
In all ways, with flowing ease.
She doesn't know that, I guess.
She must be in a
I am
hurry
conquering daily obstacles
with the middle fingers.
and moving beyond fears.
The guy
and doubts
with the
success
soft voice
and
in the
motivation.
background is great. So to me, this is just like this is to me really the holiday spirit. And what I mean by that is the holiday spirit is supposed to be the happiest time of the year. But you know what it ends up being?
Throughout
It being
my
the most
entire
stressful
day,
time of the year.
I am
It means
energized
family coming to town.
with
You have to
strength
buy gifts you may not
and
have money
purpose.
for. You're trying to get through town that's crowded and too many people in it. And all you're trying to do is get somewhere.
Yeah.
And this person's like, she's trying to get a meeting. Maybe she's trying to pick up somebody, and she's just losing her mind. And I think that is really, unfortunately,
The
kind
mix of the holiday. That's true. Like they say, it's like, I mean, like you said, family coming in, traveling, always trying to get somewhere. The costs, the expenses that people can't afford already living for themselves, let alone buying gifts for it is. I think it's more. We love the idea of the holiday season, but it is probably for most people, ordinary Americans.
Yeah,
very
I couldn't even
stressful.
imagine having a family with like 3 or 4
Oh, my
kids and
God.
trying to have the Christmas tree and the lights and the decoration. Daniel does it now. I mean, I can see he's got a menorah in front of his house and he's got the decorations. I mean,
Dreidel.
Oh, you're that guy. You put all
but
those.
no,
things
no, but
on?
he's got 2 young kids. You know, you
Okay,
want them to
okay.
celebrate the holidays. So I, mean, I couldn't even imagine. I can see how somebody who's just like they finally had it and they
There's no way
snapped.
Daniel's putting that up though.
And
my
of
brother's
course.
not putting that shit up.
Well, my wife actually did. but it's
Loser.
electronic. You literally
You just
plug it in. You
Yeah.
plug it in.
I would say you call. I'm like he either his wife did it or he called Eric. One of the
Yeah.
two.
Dan, you just plug it
But
in.
you know, the holidays is a more stressful time of season because with younger kids, school's out.
School's
So you got to you're a camp
your work
counselor,
schedule
you know,
between the work
and you know our again, I don't want to sound bougie here, but our nanny is sick, and I know I mentioned this last week. So we've been hands on deck.
You know
by
what you say? You don't
ourselves.
want to sound bougie, but that sounds bougie.
I know. I don't mean to because
Okay.
we're not bougie.
Okay.
We're,
It sounds bougie. Doesn't
we're,
it sound bougie to
We're
you,
upper,
Eric?
lower, middle class
Upper,
people.
lower. I love
Okay.
that. Yeah, upper, lower, middle.
But we've, you know, I've had a
so
few
wait a second.
arguments
Say
with
that
my
again.
wife.
You're upper, lower, middle.
I'm
You've
I'm
used
lower
all 3
upper.
classes in one.
I'm lower upper.
what does that
Okay.
smell like?
What?
I mean, what does the upper lower smell like?
What's the upper?
I'm like, does it smell musty? Does it smell sweet?
Upper, lower, middle. So go on down.
Does it smell
does
like your
create
grandmother's towel?
These few weeks,
That's a story for a later time.
these few weeks create a little bit of stress within our family unit, to say the least.
So-
I see why. Yeah, because it's I remember when the kids were out. It's the schedule because you can't really like if I had my kids on my back right now with the month I'm having, I already feel guilty that I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with Aaron since he's been home. Other than that 1.5 day we were in Texas, I've barely seen my son. It is stressful. That stresses me out. So it is stressful.
But the funny thing is that the whole point of what I was saying before is that don't bring the negativity into the world. So you got to find a way to channel this in a better way. So it's telling somebody instead of going like, oh, lose your mind's like, oh, you have great hair.
Yeah.
You look beautiful today. You know, say something nice. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, these people losing their minds.
I'm always about
and
that.
and I believe you should always be willing to give back. You should be a giver. You should want to give to others, and you should be willing to receive as much as you are willing to give.
I agree.
And with that being said, enjoy a little Jet 2 holiday.
Nothing beats
That is at the
Jet
Twin
2
Peaks
holiday.
Grand Prairie.
And right now,
And,
you can save
someone is
£50
giving
per
a
person.
lot.
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
She's smelling her mouth.
We've got millions of free.
I love
Wow.
Nothing beats a
And,
Jet 2
and
holiday.
you know the funny thing
And
is
right
I
now,
told you I
you can
watched
save
that.
Where's that
one-
in the
£50
Is he grabbing her head?
It's in a Twin Peaks.
£200 off for a family of
It was in the family bathroom at the Twin Peaks. And the funny thing is what I say.
They escorted her out. Did they escort them out?
Is that a cop?
Paul?
That is a cop.
I don't see a cop.
Oh, I thought that was.
We
It was
got
somebody was
millions
just filming
of
them,
Oh.
and that was them
Nothing
getting
beats
probably
a Jet
applause.
2
She
holiday.
looks very mechanical.
Right now,
No,
Like the
she's-
head.
you
no,
can
she
save
looks very
£50
aggressive.
per
That's what I'm saying. It
person.
looks like a
That's
machine.
£200 off
She's
for a
like,
family of
she's like,
4.
will you come already?
Yeah.
That's how it. That's what it
We've
was.
got
you know,
millions
a-
of
What a
free-
weird place
Here
to
you
be
go.
doing that.
Nothing
I don't nothing. All I'm saying is that since I watched,
What a weird place to be
since I
doing
saw
that.
that first video of the guy banging the chick in the truck
That
out
is
there
a-
in
that's
Texas,
weird.
I get these all the time. But I once again, I love going to.
You
the
never do it with a
comments.
clear door.
Is
She
this
should've-
on your algorithms
all the
already?
time now. I get them all the time now.
You get head videos. And
First of all,
weird
they're going to get
places.
head. They should
I
do
get-
it at a fine dining restaurant because you can block the doors. are all-
Exactly. It's
I
not
get
a
sex in
clear-through.
public videos, but then no one will be videotaping it because you don't see it. So I love it when you gotta go, you gotta go. She was given the meanest neck, and when it's like that, she's loving it.
She was very aggressive.
Yeah.
She
Now the
was- she
whole
was-
crowd waiting outside the door is crazy. Big girls for the win again. This is the meanest job I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's very aggressive. She
I know
was
my
aggressive.
boys' toes were throwing up gang signs.
I like that.
That is the winner comment.
That is a great.
That is a
comment.
winner comment.
Was that another employee? She was.
I don't know.
touching? I
He
wonder
was
if-
definitely getting that hot Tua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting all of that for sure. And
funny.
next is you got to have something motivational to keep you going for the year. And
There you go.
this is just someone that's going to give you a little bit of advice
Okay.
when you're sometimes in life you
Notice
need,
I need it.
you need it.
Took a fat shit on a small toilet, and I wanted to remind you that you can do hard things.
That's right.
I just took a fat shit on a small toilet, and I wanted to remind you that you can do hard things.
That's nice of her.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of
So
interesting.
that's the motivation for the year. So just because it's hard or you think it's going to be hard, in this case, she knew she had to take a fat shit.
Well, it's better hard than loose because
She
that would have been
saw
a shit show.
she saw the size of that toilet,
Then she has to clean herself up after
Exactly.
even.
and then she said, "There's no way that this small toilet stopped me with this badass shit." And she went on with her fine self, and then she made a motivational video about it. So you too can do hard shit. Do not be afraid
I like
to
that.
do it.
That's a good correlation there. I like that.
Yeah.
Did you think of that yourself?
I was just trying to think of funny ways that we can incorporate our clips into the show, but also incorporate those funny clips into the year, right? You know, once again, the year is ending. We're thinking about the year. We're thinking about our family. We're thinking about how stressful it is. Blah 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 blah. And we still have the Britney clip of the week. We briefly spoke earlier during the preamble about Daniel's wonderful shirt.
Yeah.
Daniel made it himself.
I did.
When you say why do you keep saying he made it himself? He didn't make it himself.
So do you know we live in the 21st century? Oh, do you know you can 3D print things?
Oh, so
He 3D printed that shirt. Do you
No,
believe
he
me?
didn't.
No, he
Really?
didn't.
Oh,
So what he did was is
God.
he made it. He can nowadays you can make a transfer and iron it on your shirt. It's not that hard.
I went to Old Navy and I bought it.
That was not an Old Navy.
Yeah, it's totally an Old Navy shirt.
I did.
Is it an Old Navy shirt?
100%.
Oh my God!
It's a 4X shirt though.
So
Jesus
Dana, when you
Christ.
saw that, you're in Old Navy and you see a Britney shirt, you're like, I gotta get a Britney shirt.
Actually, I was looking. My wife saw the shirt. And I was like, "Oh, love, the hills are alive."
I didn't know Omar made tents with Britney on.
I didn't know Old Navy made a
They
Britney
did.
shirt.
I didn't say Old Navy. I said Omar.
Yeah, but why is Old
I
Navy?
said Omar.
Okay, who's Omar?
Omar the tent maker? You didn't know Omar? See, this is the fat person's joke. So as a fat person, I used to get, who makes your clothes? Omar the tent maker, because I was so fat I'd had to wear a fucking tent.
I mean, I almost have to go to Big and Small to shop, Big and Tall to shop. So
You're short and fat. Great movie. Great movie.
That's great.
Hey, you're big. What was that? Hey, you're big and tall, or what was? And it was the movie was going back to school with Rodney Dangerfield, and he's like, hey, you're short and fat.
Oh, you're
That
talking
was
about
him of
Back
his
to
business.
School.
Oh,
Back to
God
School.
damn it, it's gonna drive me
Yeah, but
crazy.
Back to School.
that's a classic.
That's the back. I know the name of the movie. I'm trying to the name of his business.
Oh, I love that
Hold on
movie.
a
Though.
second.
That was
The
one of
double
my-
landing or the
when
Linder
When
landing
he
or
did
Triple
that's when he
landing.
went-
Triple Linder.
I thought he was I thought Rodney was great. Like, and you know me, I'm not into movies, but I always loved Rodney Dangerfield. I was a big fan.
Classic.
He's a classic. Is he? He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he
he's
died
dead.
over 20
I'm trying to
years
think. What was the
Okay.
name? What was the name of his business? What was the name of his
Well,
business?
I guarantee you, if you Google
In the movie Back to School, what was Rodney Dangerfield's business
it's gonna
called?
tell you in a second.
It was called Tall and Fat.
That's
So
right.
that's what it was. So he was walking by because he's making the commercials in the school. He goes, "Hey, you're tall and fat," and he's like, "You're short and something." Oh, God damn it, it's driving me crazy.
For any of you that haven't seen Back to School, because it's
classic.
an older
It's
movie,
a classic.
even if
It's a
you're a new
classic.
generation, millennials, whatever the hell you're called these days, which I know we discussed in prior episodes, but whatever you're called these days, go watch Back to School. Great movie.
Rodney Dangerfield. Who's in that movie? It's Iron
Sam
Man.
Kinnison was in that.
Yeah,
movie.
Sam
Ro-
Kinnison
Ro-
was in that.
no,
Very funny.
one of the
Classic.
teachers.
One of
I'm
the
thinking
teachers.
of
Hilarious.
Iron Man
When he
himself.
started screaming at him at the table, he just started screaming at him. It was great.
Oh, he's Very funny.
He's gone too
Great show.
now, right?
No, Sam Kinison died in a car accident.
Oh, a long time ago.
Apparently, he was a big cokehead, but he didn't die from drugs. He died from a car accident. He was driving his car. And
He was clean. He'd actually gotten off drugs.
Really?
Yeah.
He was hit in a head-on collision. The guy who hit him was drunk, strangely enough.
Oh, irony.
It was Robert Downey Jr. was the name I was trying to get.
Was he in that movie too?
He was, yeah.
who?
He was his best friend. He was the brother. He was the son's
best friend. That's right.
Yeah. He was Jason
Forgot about
Mellon's.
that.
He was Jason Mellon's friend.
Yeah.
His name was Derek.
That's right. A lot of good people in that movie.
Well, I mean, Kurt Vonnegut.
There were.
That's also a great scene, by the way, is when he has Kurt Vonnegut do his homework about Kurt Vonnegut, and then he gets a bad grade.
Yeah.
That was before ChatGPT.
Yeah, great movie. It's a classic. I think it still shows up today. You know,
I think it's
Thornton Mellon.
that's what I'm saying. It's one of those movies that I think even today's kids can get into. Even though I got to say, we had our daughter watch a couple weeks ago with a friend of hers, Dirty Dancing,
I love that movie.
and they did.
Classic.
They stopped watching it within 5 minutes. They didn't like it.
Nobody puts
Stop
baby in the
it.
corner.
Yeah, but how can't you like Dirty Dancing? Isn't that a generational movie?
Yeah, but that movie takes place in the 50s.
Yeah, but I'm
just so
saying, but
far
it's
removed now.
But for us, it was but it's such a great movie. I mean, am I crazy to think that that's not a generational movie? Like any generation would like that
It's a
movie?
classic.
I think the problem is that for us, technology is such a big thing now that when you watch that people actually entertain themselves by dancing and by doing all the things they did. Right, I guess.
Yeah, God, that's.
But, we
weird.
originally started this because Daniel's wearing a Britney Spears shirt. And as you know, if you watch and follow us, you know that we are all very big Britney fans. And we do Britney clip of the week.
We love you, Britney.
And I love watching Britney dance. And I've been to Mexico many times, and I believe that she is staying in a beautiful hotel in Cabo San Lucas. It looks very
Does she
familiar.
have unlimited money still? I mean, how
She's
much?
worth like $40 million,
Yeah,
if
but
not more.
that's got to be depleted with
Let's
her
see.
lifestyle. You'd think 40.
What
million-
is
she
Britney
still
Spears'
earns
net
money.
worth?
Doesn't she still
Yeah, maybe
do
some
things?
royalties, but she's not making a lot like
She's
she
worth
used to.
$60 million.
If I can ask, doesn't she own all her songs?
I don't
Doesn't
think
she
so.
own the rights?
But even if she
I don't
doesn't,
think
she's
so.
not poor. She's got plenty of money to spend time in Cabo dancing.
I understand, but when you're spending like their lifestyles, because we can't even imagine, like these are expensive lifestyles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, the
60
hotel room
million
she's
could get depleted.
the
I'm
hotel
telling
room
you.
she's staying at's probably
As
$2,000 or
crazy as that
$3,000 a night,
Yeah.
$4,000 a night. Plus, she's got a private jet. She's got to pay for her staff. Yeah, I
that's
get
what
it.
I'm saying.
I get it, but she's doing okay.
Okay, I'm just.
She's got.
I'm
imagine,
worried for
Anthony,
Britney.
she can always stay at your house for
Okay,
a few
I'll
months to get
understand.
I would
that.
imagine that
I better
Britney
get clean in my house.
I would imagine that Britney has an income, and that some of that money, that $56 million, has been invested, and there's returns. I'm sure she's
okay,
not just
okay.
spending away and it goes to
I
zero.
feel like
one
her
day.
father almost wiped her out. Wasn't he like stealing her
No,
money?
no,
I don't believe
she
he was.
She got all the money after.
No, but
she
he was
she
the
had access-
executor.
He was the
at some-
conservator.
He was the
Conservator.
conservator, yeah. Listen, Brittany, we're rooting for you. I mean, play the video, but we're rooting for you, Brittany.
Oh, am I allowed to play the video?
Yeah,
Thank you so very much.
Play the video.
Oh, she's a ballet dancer.
She's a ballet dancer now.
You know what it is? I think Britney just loves to dance. Every video is just her dancing.
Sometimes very awkwardly.
She's come a long way from the Disney Club,
Yeah.
Disney Kids Club.
You think Justin looks at this and goes, "Fuck"?
No, I don't think so, because his wife's not bad.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah, she's not a bad looking woman.
I'd still take Britney over Beale any day of the week.
I don't know.
She's
They're
got a very
different
big
looks,
teeth.
very different looks.
She's got a very big
Yeah, but
mouth.
Britney's not the most. She's not like. She's
Sometimes it's not.
Britney's-
Hold on.
Britney's
Sometimes it's
awesome,
not about looks. It's about attitude. It's about vibe. It's about energy.
Right.
So, like, would you say that if your wife has a certain vibe and energy about her that you dig, forget the looks. Yeah, you love the way she looks
I
as well.
agree.
I'm just saying, like,
Well, Britney's. If it's not drugs, she's got some mental illness going on. So I don't know if it would be.
I don't know if it's mental illness. I think some people are just connected to the world differently. I know what it is, and Jonathan would appreciate. So I just watched the Bob Weir documentary on Amazon, I think it is, and it's really interesting. I didn't know he started.
Bob Weir?
He's one of the co-founders of the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
So he started that at 16 years old, and he started. What happened was that at 16 years old, he was hanging around with like these guys like Nick Cassidy and Further, and they weren't a band. They were just all these people that traveled to places and they were doing acid experiments, but there was no music. And that's where he met Jerry Garcia, and they started playing music at these things. So people just started, all of a sudden, people just started following them. And it was so crazy. So sometimes it's about a vibe, it's about an energy.
I can't
It's
believe
about
the
that.
following they have. I cannot believe
Oh,
they
they
have
still
a.
sell out
I
shows.
think it's
They-
like listening to nothingness.
Yeah, to me too.
I can say the same thing about.
No, don't compare.
Yeah, that's such
don't
good.
compare. I don't-
First, I mean, these guys are
Stay
making
away from my
music.
dirty house.
These guys are making music on the fly.
Makes nothing.
The way
It
Bob
sounds like
Weir
nothing.
plays the guitar is the most unique way to play rhythm guitar
Well,
than
supposedly
anybody
their
on the planet.
concerts are like an experience.
Look,
They're like,
hold on. First of all, I
I don't know
understand
what they
this.
call it. What do they call it, Jonathan? What is it called when
It's
they
a-
go to a?
It's called a
Grateful-
concert.
Yeah,
It's a
but
concert.
I'm saying there's like an experience to the fans. They call
It's the same. I would say it's very similar, probably, to the feeling you get being at the Canes game. It's almost like a religious
Euphoric?
experience.
It's euphoric. Okay.
Understand this for people who have not been. I've been to both a Grateful Dead show without Jerry Garcia. Unfortunately, he died before I had a chance to see them. And I've gone to a Fish concert, which would be very similar to what we would call a jam band. And what I would say is that it's about an energy and vibe that not just the music brings, but the audience brings. Right. The audience brings a very light level.
Is everybody intoxicated at these
Besides,
things?
not everybody is intoxicated, but people are there about loving the music and being in the moment and sharing whatever they have. It could be food, it could be T-shirts, it could be love, it could be whatever. And to experience it where you walk around with people selling T-shirts.
It's like going to a Burning Man thing.
It's like a socialist communism.
But they go to show after show where they start seeing the same people at every show.
Wow.
And all I can tell you is in the music is them vibing out.
But would you say most people are on some sort of psychedelic experience?
I
would you say the majority?
I wouldn't say the majority. Really? I would say there's plenty of people that go to the show that aren't messed up on drugs. They're there for the whole vibe and energy that they bring. Remember, these guys are on stage just vibing. Yes, they have music.
I find that hard to believe that not more than 70% are on at least
Why?
weed.
You've never been.
THC.
Well, yeah.
I would say the same thing about the music you listen to. You mean to tell me that you think everybody who goes to EDM concerts aren't high on Molly?
Yeah.
Well, it's.
I think
I don't like just. You're saying EDM. EDM. There's so much more. It's EDC. There's Ultrafest.
But most of those
No,
shows,
EDM stands for
people
electronic dance music. EDC stands for what? Electronic dance concert. It's the same fucking thing.
Oh, he's actually right, Daniel. Eric wins that
hit a little
argument.
soft.
Hold on.
Eric wins that
I'm
argument.
just trying to explain that he's saying he's trying to like somehow downplay.
But I admit it.
all
The
the-
acid, they're all on acid.
But people who come to this aren't necessarily here for acid.
But I'll tell you, when I think about a Grateful Dead concert, I think acid. Just for some reason.
Fair enough,
maybe-
and you're not.
mushrooms.
I've never been.
But you're not wrong. All of their imagery is designed for that experience. But not everybody that goes there is there.
on
To,
there.
is
Of course
on.
not. Yeah,
They're
I
there to. Even the musicians. Bob Weir's not on stage high all the time.
Okay.
Yes, he's done a lot of acid. He'd be the first one to admit it that he's on stage trying to figure out where he is on stage, being high.
I don't even know how
on
you
acid.
can do music on that. Like how you conduct.
Because
how
it
you
expands your brain. So what they made them really big is, yes, they have music that they have written. And they have music. Now they're on stage, they're playing that music and they're vibing out. And then he's like, let's take it here. And now they're all vibing together and the music changes and the people are out there dancing and they're it's a thing, just like when you're at a Nick Electronic.
Daniel,
Hold on.
you and I
Will
would.
you let me fucking finish my fucking comment? Jesus Christ.
You know what? F your feelings.
Well, I mean, I keep trying to explain.
I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
The Grateful Dead, there's a part of their show which is very much like a journey because they've got songs that are like modern folk songs that are very much like a communal love, but there's also a lot of dance. Like they take you on a journey.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the show, there's something called Drums in Space.
Oh.
Which before electronic dance music, they're experimenting with technology. You can almost thank the Grateful Dead for a lot of that. Wow. Anyways, I'll just put that out.
But my point
I'd rather
is
milk
that
my cat.
is that just like people who go to like EDM concerts, John Fisher or any of those concerts that go to Ultrafest, they're there for the vibe, for the energy. It's just a different vibe and energy. So with you, and people are high on drugs.
Well, Daniel and I would feel like a fish out of water at one of those shows. I think we'd feel a little lost.
I disagree.
I don't.
Because you know what? Because people at these shows are very wanting to bring you in. Come, let me show you. Don't worry.
But if we don't appreciate the music like you and Jonathan have an appreciation for this music.
I have appreciation for music.
Yeah.
For energy, for vibes, and for people. So I can go to an electronic dance concert and feel all those things. One of the things, Daniel, I never wanted to go to Ultra.
Yeah.
Daniel's like, come with us to Ultra one year. I'm like, fine, I'll go.
Did you have a blast?
I had the most amazing time. And for those reasons.
Did you do narcotics?
I did.
Okay.
I was high on Molly.
Whoa.
I won't even lie.
Excuse me, I'm trying to run for politics. I don't know what
You can't run for politics. You're not a U.S. citizen. You're not a naturalized.
I'm a US citizen.
You're not a naturalized
Daniel,
citizen.
But I could be.
You
a
are not a
governor.
naturalized
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
citizen.
whoa. I could still be a governor, mayor.
No, but Daniel, they're now. There's a whole change. I don't know if you.
They're gonna kick you out of the country.
DHS is looking at people that weren't born here now. We're being looked at now, Daniel.
Okay,
just
relax.
so you know.
And I never did anything.
Okay.
So
What were you
I
saying?
enjoyed myself naturally.
Jonathan.
You never did anything.
I did nothing. I drank a little Pepsi. That's
I know Daniel enjoys his time in Vegas. I think we should put this to the test. Dead and Company will be
God.
back at the Sphere.
Wanna do
I
it
think
so
we
bad.
should, I think we should go, and I can guarantee you.
Oh,
will
yeah.
enjoy the show.
100%.
Hold on. Sober?
would put
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are
money
we going
on it.
sober?
You can
Or
go
are we gonna
sober.
go?
You don't- you
we
didn't-
can go however we want, but I would put money on both Anthony and Daniel enjoying that experience.
100%. I'm with you 100%. Even if you don't like the music, how could you not enjoy the visual?
Daniel's looking 10 to
I think I like the Sphere from a from a perspective of
aesthetic.
visual. I'm sure it's amazing, but I guess I have to get comfortable with the music. It just when you hear it for 5 seconds, it sounds like death.
No,
to me.
they're for sure talented. I'm not taking away the talent because they are
No one-
musicians. They
hold
are
on.
phenomenal musicians.
But the thing is, this is when it comes to having a closed or an open mind to thing.
Yeah.
Because like with all the years of me saying no, Ultra's not for me. I don't really listen to that kind of
You
music.
enjoyed
Daniel, I went and had the most amazing experience. The people, the energy, people dancing, the music sounded great. The being with my friends and just being open and free around all
well, the
that.
Molly probably helped.
Hold on. Can we just say something for the record? This was many years ago. We haven't
Yes.
been to Ultrafest in over 12, 13 years.
I think
we were
people
much
are-
younger
I think-
and much more single.
I think people are understanding that. It was a long time ago, okay? People young, dumb, and full of cum, as they would say. But when you go to an event like this and you have girls that are dancing around and vibed out and you're listening to the music and everybody's there for one reason, you feel the energy that the concert brings. When you go to a concert, whether it's a concert like that or even Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden, there is an energy that is there. And I think that is the thing that people crave at a Grateful Dead show or concerts in general. They want to feel the energy that the performer is giving. They want to feel the energy the crowd is giving the performer and being involved and enveloped in all of that. And I think Taylor Swift is really good at that. If you look at the way she produces her concert, she's really good at connecting with the audience, and she gets that energy.
She's the master at it. I don't go to her concerts, but she wrote the
I'll
book
tell you,
on it.
one of there's a few shows that you guys are going to think of. Who's the guy that beat up Rihanna? The ex-boyfriend?
ASAP Rocky.
No.
Yeah, Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. Let me tell you, I've gone to a lot of concerts. I have, thank God, a lot of connections down here in South Florida. And I got to tell you, that Chris Brown concert, I love that kind of music anyways. I know you guys don't. It is. It's about the vibe. It's about the feel. And the energy in that room that day. It's one of those shows that hit me. I know that's going to sound crazy, Chris
Why?
Brown. I think he would have been as good as Michael if he didn't have that Rihanna situation. He was that talented.
Michael had kids.
No, but what I'm saying is,
They weren't his own.
I feel like
did have
Chris
his own.
Brown's talent from the dance perspective, the musical perspective, he's as talented as Michael. I think. I know that sounds crazy. Michael Jackson. I mean, we're talking about the king of rock, or the king of pop. I feel like the Rihanna thing brought him away because if you watch him live, he's phenomenal. And if you're into that music, his dancing.
But
his
isn't he
movement-
in charge of his own destiny now? He's famous.
Yeah,
right?
but I think he'll always have that black cloud over his head. You know what I'm saying? Like it's changed.
I think-
even though Michael had his at the end, we know Michael's situation.
Multiple
already
times.
Yeah, but he became the biggest thing in the world, and then that happened.
I suppose.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It
where
makes sense.
Chris Brown never elevated to that level. I know that it sounds crazy. People, I've read articles that people said Chris Brown could be a Michael Jackson, so it's not as crazy. There are people that do think this way. I just think that Rihanna experience, because I watch Chris Brown live, and I've been to hundreds of concerts, and I can tell you the energy and the.
So who's a better performer, Anthony, Rihanna or Chris Brown?
I've never been a big Rihanna fan. I'm a huge.
What's your favorite concert?
My favorite? Chris Brown would be one of them. I do love. I've been to Usher many times. I love Usher. I love R&B. You guys don't love R&B as much.
I would go to
I
an
like
R&B
Boys
concert.
to Men.
I love Boys to Men. I love Mob.
Boys to Men got it going on.
I went to Mob Deep once, and Mob Deep.
But that's
live-
hip-hop, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, well, now I'm going to hip
Jeez.
hop.
You know, it's so funny. We start comparing concerts. Like one of my favorite concerts has got to be. My dad took me to see Metallica at the in 1986.
I give it, but it's just. But do you like that music? Like,
Yeah, of
don't
course,
you just
and-
feel like that's noise? Like to me, I don't get well, that's got to go with the, like you said, the feel.
I like
I
rocking-
don't get appeased by it.
I like
actually
rock.
antsy.
It doesn't make me antsy. It gives me energy. It energizes me, pumps me up. I'm not always into the music, not some of the
You
lyrics
really
per
do
se.
listen to a lot of different music. When you
I'll
think
listen to
about it.
R&B. I like
That's
R&B.
Crazy to me to go from like Metallica.
But they're just a rock band.
Yeah, but they're just screaming.
No, that's not true.
And I just feel like
Anthony,
it's
they have. I'm not even a heavy metal guy. I guess you call them a heavy metal.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Are
metal,
they heavy
for
metal
sure.
or hard metal?
They're not
or
as hard as they used to be, but yeah, they're considered heavy metal.
But that's the Sandman song. It's one of the best songs of all
What
time.
song, Zach? Sing it. What is? How does it go?
Oh my god!
What are you talking about?
Sandman.
Sandman. What's he talking?
Now
about?
I lay you down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord the soul to take.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
I got
And
you.
never
Okay.
mind that noise
I've
you
heard
heard.
that song. Yeah,
it's
I've
just a beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I mean, I've seen some really great concerts, rock concerts, Guns N' Roses, I probably been to. So my dad was a huge concert goer.
Yeah.
So as a young kid, I got involved in concerts. My first concert was the Beach Boys.
Wow.
At the Sunrise Musical Center. My mom took me to see Neil Diamond.
I told you guys I saw Whitney. I still remember that today. Still remember
Fantastic.
So-
today. 80,
Sure.
I was 7, and I remember that
So
like yesterday.
before concerts got to be some crazy astronomical price, they were a normal price.
Yeah.
And I've seen some really great bands. I mean, I saw Nirvana right before he killed himself at Bayfront Park in 1994.
Would they be? Are they heavy metal? Nirvana?
Alternative grunge.
Alternative grunge. That's right. They started.
But
that
different.
movement.
Soundgarden,
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
Pantera. Pantera is really fast thrash.
Yeah.
I used to listen to a lot of thrash metal in high school,
Really?
like
Were you
DRI,
angry?
Agnostic Front. No, I like to. I wouldn't say I was angry. I don't think I'm an angry person now. I just think I like the. It was aggressive.
Yeah, okay.
It was
Is that
aggressive.
the cousin of drum and bass? Would you say? Because I can't stand drum and bass. That's kind of like a dirty, the dirty stepchild of house music, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I guess there's drum and bass in all those music. So I mean, I guess potentially. But there is something I want to talk about. I know we were going to talk about the year in review. So many creative things have happened. But speaking of culture and things that have happened, so you were asking me why I was at the laundromat.
Yes. I
So the reason I was at the laundromat is that we have a comforter. Good one. Sorry. And the
You
last
just hit yourself, Anthony.
Is that the comforter I got you?
no, like an actual comforter
Oh,
we
okay.
sleep with on the
Did you
bed.
like the comforter?
Oh, I love that thing.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
So you
Lola
still-
blanket out there keeping you warm, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus, what a-
Lola. We sent one to Eric. He loved it.
What a great blanket. Yeah, it's very luxurious. I won't lie. It's something I would never buy myself. So thank you
problem.
guys for buying it.
Listen.
But so we have a comforter. And last time we tried to clean it at home, it doesn't really fit in our laundry machine, but we did it anyways, and it kind of got clean. Then we put it in the dryer, and it would take like hours and hours, and it still wasn't dry. So we said the next time we wanted to clean it, we should go to Laundromat, and there's one down the street from my house. I'm like, oh, let's go to that one. And it's been such a long time.
I've never been to a
Since I've been to a laundry. You never cleaned your laundry in a coin laundry place?
I got to be honest.
So I'm in there. I've done it a handful of times. Everywhere I've ever lived, I've either have a laundry machine in my home or like in the community, like there's like a couple machines on the floor, and you would use the machine and that's it. But I've never been it's only a handful of times have I been to a coin laundry place where. So let me tell you the experience.
I want to know it.
That I had. So I go in. I don't know what to do. So I'm like, so how do I pay for this? I didn't know. It's like now you have to use. I don't have my wallet on me. You have to use it's like going to an arcade, and you have to get a card, like a card that holds the credits.
And you stick the card in.
And you stick the card in. But the way they do it is like my laundry, because I was using a big machine. I said I don't know. I said I need to clean this. I go, if you do it, how long will you take? You can pick it up tomorrow. We need the blanket. I'm like, okay. I go, so which machine should I use? She goes, you should use this one right here. Okay, it was $9.99 to use the machine. Okay, not too bad. But then you got to pay $1 for the card.
Okay.
But you can't buy 99 cents of credits. You have to buy $1 of credits. So then I had to spend $11. So I had a penny left on the card. Right, smart. Right, to always keep money on the card. And then
You'll have to go back again eventually.
So while I'm sitting in there and I'm looking at the people that are in there and I'm thinking to myself I feel like a fish out of water. Like these people are just sitting there waiting for their laundry. So while I'm sitting there, at the point I leave the comforter. It's locked.
Were you feeling like there was a class discrepancy?
I don't want to say a class discrepancy, but I felt awkward.
Yeah.
That's all I guess. So I leave. I leave my thing in the washing machine. I leave because it's locked in there. Nothing can get out. It's a front loading machine. And I go and I get my car washed and I go to the grocery store and I come back. And I go to now my wife.
I thought you were going to pick it up the next day.
No. I'm doing it myself.
Oh, you were doing it
If
yourself.
she did it, it was the next day.
Got you.
So
Why didn't you do it where they did it the next day?
Because I still need to sleep at night with a
Oh,
with a
you
blanket.
needed the
Don't you have a
comforter.
backup
Sorry.
one at that?
No, we do not have a backup.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm like, screw it. I'll just do it myself. It's not a big deal. So I go back. There's like a minute left. There's someone waiting to use that machine. Okay. I'm like, oh, you waiting?
So they're looking at you.
And they didn't speak. They didn't understand a word I said. They just kind of sat there. Oh, okay, yes. I'm like, all right. That was a little weird. So now my wife gave me all the things I needed. She gave me the beads to make it smell nice. She gave me the 2 pods to put in the machine, and she gave me a dryer towel. But unbeknownst to my wife, I was vaping, and I was on a gummy, and I was relaxed. It was a day off, and I'm just kind of in my own little world. I was having a good day. I was getting the car washed. I went to the car shop. I was enjoying the day. I'm like, I come back. I've got to put this in the dryer now. And even though I have the dryer sheet in my pocket, I see on top of the washing machine like a box of dryer sheets. I'm like, oh.
But they're not your dryer.
Hold on, but I don't. See, you're already thinking. I wasn't even thinking that. I'm like, oh, I need those. So I reach up and I grab a couple because we're in the washing machine area. We're not in the dryer area. So I grab one. And as I'm taking them out of the thing and I'm putting it in my pocket, I hear some guy go, those aren't yours. Ooh. Those aren't yours. Put those back. You're stealing dryer sheets. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He got angry. And I'm like, I didn't realize.
Because you don't do this often, so you don't know.
I didn't know.
Laundromat
I didn't know. I didn't know. And I'm like, I said, I didn't know. He goes, how do you not know? These are not yours. Wow. Did you bring them? I'm like, no. I go, can I buy them? I think I need one. And he's like,
did he accept your money?
And he got mad. He walked away, grabbed the sheets from and he walked away, and he was continuing doing whatever he was doing. I felt terrible. And then I hear him telling I guess maybe his friends or the manager, that guy over there is stealing dryer sheets. Oh, what's going on?
You're always starting problems. He's farting in the sun.
Farting in the sun. I was just thinking the same thing. And now you're taking someone's dryer sheets.
And I felt so bad. But the funny thing is that after this all happened, I kind of stuck my hands in my pocket and I pulled out the stupid dryer sheet that I didn't even need. And I felt, I'm like, can I buy them from you? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that's what I was doing.
You should have offered him your dryer sheet.
And then I realized, I didn't have an extra dryer sheet. I had one.
Oh, okay.
And then I realized that there was they actually sell laundry detergent, and I didn't know that. And I see that box it was like a $3 box of dryer sheets.
You took them.
But it just shows you that. Like it was so weird. So I was uncomfortable. Now I have to put my dryer in the machine. I have to go get more money, put it on the card, and I have to ask her, how long do I put it in this? She goes, oh, like 5, put it in for 10, 15 minutes at a time and check it. So now I still have credit on the card because not those things are like 25 cents. You don't know exactly how much you need. You have to put money on the card to use it.
So what are you going to do with this card? Are you going to go back?
I guess at some point I'll go back and use it.
But you've learned some laundromat.
You know what you learned? You've learned a bigger washer, dryer, and move on to the next topic.
You've learned some laundromat etiquette, though.
I have learned that if you didn't bring it to the laundromat, it's not yours to take. They just don't provide that for people. So I don't know what that says about me, that I just assume that I can just take it. I really meant.
But let's be honest. Even if it wasn't from the laundromat place, you would think that someone wouldn't mind if you took a laundry.
Especially,
I don't know. Like I wouldn't
and I was
care.
so apologetic. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I don't do this very often. I go, can I buy them from you? And he was just so angry.
Eric's got this effect on some people. I
guess.
He gets a guy storming out for farting, and then he's got this. I mean, it's like Eric, you gotta know the etiquette, man. If you're gonna go, I would have Googled laundromat etiquette.
This is a great story. Let's revisit this again and again. I love this. It's fantastic.
Things that
I actually, Daniel, have you ever been to a laundromat? I mean, I was curious about the story.
Honestly,
personally.
I don't think I've ever been in one.
Coin laundry?
I've been in one because a friend of mine was there, but I don't think I've ever used a coin laundry.
Now, dry cleaning, I take it.
Dry cleaning, I do.
I will tell you when I've used coin laundry, so when I was living with my mom as a young person, I would just wear a shit ton of clothes, and I'd have like loads and loads of laundry. Now I do my laundry every week, so it's not a big deal. But when you have like 4 or 5 loads of laundry, and you're like, this is going to take me all day. Well, if you go to the coin laundry, you can do 5 loads at once and dry them all at the same time. So something that would have taken you all day to do now only takes you a couple hours.
So back then you would sit down and wait for it.
Yeah, I would sit in the laundromat.
Comic book.
You didn't have a car to go around and do other chores.
I had a car, but I mean, you don't.
Oh, this is back
when you put your stuff in a regular coin laundry, people can steal your shit.
Oh, I got it.
Same thing in the dryer. So if you don't sit there, you run the risk of people stealing your shit.
Okay.
So
I mean, I lived in an apartment building, and I would have to use a common washing dryer.
But once again, there's only 2. So if you were in a place where there was multiple machines,
there were multiple machines.
So that's the thing. My mom had one washer. So if I wanted to wash my clothes, I wanted to wash all of them. and I had like 5 or 6 loads
Well,
of laundry.
you didn't have a nanny or your mom doing your laundry?
A nanny.
No,
That's
no.
so funny.
No, my parents taught me responsibility. Learn how to cook and clean for yourself. I am not your
Hey,
maid.
I was
And if I do have a
You know
maid,
what?
they are for me and to make my
Anthony,
house clean.
We were responsible. We politely asked the nanny to do our
No,
laundry.
you laugh. I was gone at 13.
Can you-
I had
can
to
you-
do my
I
own
asked the
clothes.
nanny-
What if I look
from
Mom
14
said,
on?
Please say please when you ask
I
the
guess
nanny.
I
to
guess
do
it went something like
laundry.
this. Please, Mrs. Nanny, please do my laundry. Please. Please, could you do my laundry, please?
When you think back to mom's interactions with our nanny when mom was stressed and working, she was sometimes mean to them.
Oh my
You
God.
stupid bitch.
No, she would no, but she would say she would like say to the nanny, "What did I tell you?
Yeah,
What did I tell you to
she
do?
would always
you
say
did
that.
not put it correctly in the closet.
Yeah.
Did I not tell you to do that?"
She did. She was very. Now when you think back, she was a little aggressive at times.
Also, because I know Anthony loves hip hop, I don't know if you noticed our new tchotchke. It's Biggie Smalls. It's Biggie Smalls. Should we get Tupac to join him and Snoop
I
Dogg?
don't mind. I love
No,
Tupac.
get
I
P.
love it.
Diddy. I want P.
No,
Diddy.
I want nothing with P. Diddy. I am off P. Diddy.
well,
Speaking
we'll
of P. Diddy, that's definitely one of the big things of the
no,
year. Right?
did you watch it yet?
I did.
I feel
I did.
he's
P.
an
Diddy
off-
going to jail?
If I
he's an
didn't hate
off-
him before, I hate him now.
I agree with you. It's whether listen, we got to factor in that 50 has a beef with him, but the fact is 50 got that footage. I don't know how he got that footage. Must have paid a shitload of money for it. And it really shows you who P. Diddy
When does
is.
it turn? I've only watched episode 1.
It is awful.
I mean,
he's just
it's-
an awful
it's
guy.
clear to
But
say
episode
he's-
1 didn't seem. It was just kind of like his rise and how he
you
got
didn't-
there.
But
gonna
even
watch
the videos they showed in episode 1, you didn't find him to just have an asshole
Yeah, that's correct.
demeanor. He's got an asshole demeanor.
He's just a
He
bad
was
guy.
determined- He's just a
bad guy.
He's
In the
mean
first
to
I
episode,
agree with
I
Daniel.
took away from the first episode that he was really driven.
Oh, he's driven. I'm not
to-
taking away the driven, but he'll
to-
fuck over anybody.
But I haven't got that far yet. Because what happens is at the end of this episode, he gets fired. He gets fired from Uptown Records,
Yeah.
and he starts Bad Boy Records, and that's kind of where.
But even in that, if you noticed, so I listen. To me, I watched them all in one night. But even in that one, he would have fucked over his old boss in 2 seconds. So
He fucked over his best friend.
He would fuck over
but the,
anybody.
he fucked
but the
over all
music
his-
industry, that's. I mean, it's either
but
fuck or
get
get
it.
fucked.
No,
and he's doing all the fucking.
But he's driven. I'm not taking away. I did get that from the story. He had a certain drive, but you just get that. You know when you hear those stories that you become so powerful and you feel like you're a god figure. I feel like that was P. Diddy. I feel like he just felt like he could do whatever
I
he
think
wanted
once you reach
to anybody.
when you reach a certain level of success,
you don't have to be like that though.
I'm not saying there's plenty of people that have that success that aren't
they're not.
that eccentric. But I think when you reach that level of success and you have that much money and you can get people to do anything, if you're already that kind of eccentric person, now you have this money to do things that you never thought, to throw these crazy parties and pay people to do things because money will make people do crazy things.
Well,
and once he realized he can give somebody money to pee in their mouth or give them money to rub them all in baby oil or to give them all this money to throw a giant white party and have these crazy sex gatherings, it just fueled what.
But it's the weird thing is it's not like he even gave a lot of these people money. It was he threw these parties where they would be high, so they'd be with P. Diddy at a party, and he knew that was enough because he was the
thing.
He was the thing, and
He was the
he's
engine
just
that made
such
it
a bad.
happen.
I don't know. He gave me such a bad vibe in this. I don't know. I agree with you.
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing.
He would string these people along.
Yeah.
Look, he strung the producer
Yeah.
along. He strung
His
all these
artists-
guys.
his artists didn't get paid.
He
He
would
didn't pay his
promise them
artists. He
years
was
out in
awful.
advance. The guys would wait 6 months to a
Yeah.
year to get paid. They get
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just because he was part of their entourage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm hanging out with P. Diddy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
He
not-
took
I'm not-
advantage of that. He took advantage of the power. He had no doubt.
Absolutely.
There's a power dynamic, and he knew the power dynamic, and he took advantage
And
of it.
eventually people cut on. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, wait a minute. I'm never going to get money.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get paid. The guy's
Right.
ordering us around. It's time to sue him.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why he has the 50 or 70 lawsuits.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. Let me watch the rest of it, and I'll come. I'm not. I probably.
I feel like you're going to be on our.
Well, I'll
with
tell you
us.
at the
how
end,
could I not be?
P. Diddy's in jail. That's
Oh
right.
my!
That we know.
P. Diddy's in jail.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Yes.
He might be enjoying jail.
I have to tell you,
never know.
so many things happened this year. You have Iran and Israel.
Yeah.
You have
I ran so far away.
I mean, that's crazy when you think about it. You have Trump winning the election
Yeah.
again, right? No, that was last year.
No,
Sorry,
that was this year.
Oh, no, he took office this year. He won last
yeah,
year. He
you're
took
right,
office
you're
this
right,
year.
you're right, you're right.
You know, Instagram announcing the end of fact checking.
Yeah.
You have. I didn't even know about this one, but the large-scale drone attack called Operation Spiderweb launched by Ukraine.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
You have, let's see, the Dalai Lama speaks out about his successor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pope Leo, the first American Pope.
I like now that I like.
That was interesting.
Pope out of Chicago.
He sounds like I don't know.
Pope.
I've never been into the. Some people. I mean, obviously Catholics. They worship the Pope, but this guy I like. There's something about him I like. He's a humble guy. I've listened to him. Face. I've listened to a few of his speeches.
And Anthony,
it's
the first time in 1,200 years they even have somebody that they brought in as the Pope from the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
From
it's
us,
great. I like the guy. I mean, I've enjoyed.
Our infiltration is complete.
What else do we have here?
Astronauts stranded in space for months.
That's
that was
right.
crazy.
That was weird.
That killed Boeing.
Yeah.
Boeing sent these people to space. They couldn't get them down. Elon Musk had to go and rescue them.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy, right?
Could you imagine being in space that long?
How do you feel about the NBA starting a European league? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy. $1 billion. If you can go and invest right now and have a European NBA league for $1 billion.
Oh, well,
that's what it says, right?
I'm about. Let me think here.
There won't be any point shaving there.
I'm about. What did you say? $1 billion?
$1 billion.
I'm about 9,999,999 short. I'm almost there. 900 million.
So you don't think do you think it's a good idea?
I mean, listen. I think the NBA needs. I think out of all the sports over the last 20 years, the NBA is having a tougher time than others. I think hockey's even. It hasn't jumped the NBA obviously in America, but the NBA is for sure. I think there's a cultural thing that goes on that people don't like the cultural aspects.
But basketball's big in Europe. FIBA basketball is big.
I'm saying in America. So I think anything that can make it or expand it to make it more interesting again, to try to rejuvenate it. I think the NBA.
I mean,
do you think it needs to be rejuvenated?
I think the international
NBA is not what it was. You're going to compare the NBA today of what it was when there was Magic, Bird. It's not. You can't even compare.
Anthony, but the international
people
players
don't relate to today's players. I like the NBA.
International players are playing better almost. They're at almost another 5 years. They're almost at a higher level.
Oh yeah, but if you look at ratings, the NBA ratings out of all sports has gone significally down over the last.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe it's
because everybody's
just
hitting a 3-point shot.
It is a lot of threes. I think
it's
that
enough
plays a
already.
role.
You don't think that the games are rigged? That there's gambling, people going to jail for gambling?
I mean, but there you go. That's one of the scandals this year, the gambling scandal that you have on your sub list.
How do you feel about the Florida Panthers winning back-to-back Stanley Cups?
I was there at the Stanley Cup final for the game that we won, and it was an amazing experience. I'd say top 15.
Well, I mean, you got to put in your top experiences for the 2025 have got to be the Hurricanes.
Oh, I mean, my experience, the Texas A&M game last week. I mean, if you show. I mean, you see Aaron's video of our reaction when the interception. I don't think I've had that feeling at a sporting event.
Great win.
It was euphoric above euphoric. I felt like I was almost going to have a heart attack. Yeah. I was the energy in that crowd. And to Texas A&M fans, I just want you to know you're really fantastic people. Your energy, your songs, your this, your that. You guys, the way you do your thing, it's unbelievable. You guys it really is the 12th man. I could see why you're called the 12th man. But yeah, this was the video. So this is literally the second we got the interception. It was, I'm glad my phone died, so I'm glad my son got some of it.
By the way, we gave you one assignment and you failed.
Yeah, my phone died, but my son, but I did tell my son,
he didn't video you at all. He got you for like a second.
I know, but you saw me hugging him. I mean, but this is the moment that literally the interception occurred. This is it. Aaron's taping it because they're right in front of us where the interception happened.
I understand. Hold on. Let's.
Look at Aaron. Oh my God.
And that's it. He walked through. That was it. That was the perfect opportunity to get you.
But I was crying. I mean, we were.
Oh boy.
He's being a little difficult with them. I mean, maybe a little meaner than he should have been.
That's being mean?
And he was only drinking hot chocolate there. He's crazy.
Okay, the reason they were doing Marcel Reed, just so you understand, throughout the game they kept cheering Marcel Reed, and as you know, he threw the interception at the end. He was horrible, really, if you think about the game, throughout the game. So Canes fans throughout the game were saying Marcel Reed back to them. So once they lost and he threw the interception, that's why you heard the Canes fans. And
this is a good one.
This is a really good one because you really see how passionate Mario is and how happy he is about the win. I mean, look at him. Watch them after he hugs this guy. Watch this.
Is that Sharon?
No, yeah. But Mario was so excited, and then you have the other video where Aaron saw his buddies, and look at their reaction. Aaron saw Fletcher, who had, as we know, there's Damari, but watch, he gets Fletcher's attention, and watch, when Fletcher sees Aaron, watch, they went to school together. Look at this. He was so happy to see Aaron. It was really cool. That was.
Isn't he like your neighbor?
Oh no, not Mark Fletcher, but Mark Fletcher went to Heritage with Aaron, and they were buddies in class.
Awesome.
And when he got Mark's attention, Mark was really excited. And as you can see, he wouldn't have come to our side. He only came because Aaron was there, and he was trying to slap Aaron 5, but we were too high up, so he slapped the other guy 5 next to him. But it was, I mean, Mark Fletcher was, would you say, other than the defense?
Well, he's the reason you guys won.
Player of the game. He's the player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he was unbelievable. And we just heard Mark Fletcher's coming back next year. Mark, thank you. We love you. Thank you for coming back next year. Our running back position's going to be...
Who's going to be quarterback?
Another transfer portal quarterback. Here we go again.
Who wouldn't want to be here,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But, the year has come to end. Plenty of people who have died. We want to remember them. So, we have Ozzy Osbourne.
Wow.
You have Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Robert Redford.
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner is
Which
probably
awful.
just recently happened being murdered by his son. Crazy, crazy time. And I will tell you that if you were a Trump supporter, any president that comes out and talks that way, whether you dislike somebody or not, I find it very distasteful. Whether I like or dislike things Trump does, that is something I don't
was
agree
not
with.
That would have gone to my annoyance of the week. Not about Trump per se, but I don't care who I like or dislike. Is that where we're going? I don't want to be that as a country. Like, this guy and his wife got slaughtered with a knife in their neck by their son.
Is that how he killed him?
And then he
Allegedly.
plays politics with it and talks about him like, and if you hear the stories about Rob Reiner,
He was a loudmouth, and look, whether you agree with his politics or not, he was a loud a provocateur for the Democratic Party.
When you say but everybody says he was the nicest human being on earth.
I'm not saying he wasn't.
When you say provocateur, he talked what was on his mind
Sure.
politically, but his reputation was impeccable.
He really was the character from All in the Family. He really was that person.
That's what he seems like.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is, just to all of our view, that's not where we are as a country. Please.
You know what it is?
We are not
Anthony,
going to talk
I
like
agree.
that.
It's unfortunate it's unfortunate because I feel like we've turned into the Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah,
like this politics is like it's either
there was no politics in this. There shouldn't have been
but
politics.
everything has become political now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's almost like
he tweets every day, so he
Trump
made
has
something
created two
political.
sides.
Yeah. So I mean, it didn't have to be political. That's not where we are. When someone gets massive, I don't care if they're not the same position as you or the same person as you. To then insinuate that his son killed him because he had Trump to just insanity. That's not who we are as a country. And let's not ever do that with anybody. I think it goes to what Eric said earlier. Just be kind. At the end of the day, you don't have to. Trump could have just said, as easily just said, terrible, and moved on. He didn't have to make it a whole speech and tale about him. The guy just got murdered. I don't want anybody, even the people I despise, to get their throats cut by their son, to top it off. It's not something you want.
So is that your annoying of the week?
That was my annoyance of the week in the sense that for the country, I don't want that to be where we're going, that we're that nasty.
Kick somebody while they're down.
Kick somebody while they're
put
down.
salt on a wound.
This guy has a daughter.
Yeah.
He has doesn't he have another? No, he has
He's
a
got
daughter.
another son.
Oh, he
And
has
a few other kids.
So, think about those people before making comments about...
Yeah, I happen to agree with you.
I don't know.
Daniel, do you have something that's annoying you this week?
I mean, obviously, I don't know.
Don't say Beth. Don't say Beth.
Let's,
Don't say Beth.
I'm trying to, because we started the show here, and I'm trying to close out the year, with good things, bad things, and with me, it's just steady as it goes. I've had a pretty, I'm blessed. I think I've had a pretty, relaxing year with the kids and the family. And I don't know. I got
Nothing's
to
annoying you
go
this
to
week?
Madrid and go to a Dolphins
get
game.
Daniel deeper as we
I agree.
go.
But what's annoying you this week? Anything annoying you this week?
We gotta.
Yeah, you're about as deep as a puddle, Daniel.
No, it's not that. I just don't. There's nothing that annoys me per se. It's not something. We don't have to. I don't know. There's nothing.
I feel like I annoy Daniel on a regular basis. There's something I must have done this week that annoyed you.
Well, Eric for sure has annoyed you.
Not this second, not today, not right now. I mean, he annoys me all the time. What am I going to say? Eric annoys me every week. I mean,
Oh, good. At least it's not every week.
Daniel, do you have any family members that annoy you?
Oh.
I'm just
no, I love
think-
my family. They love me. We're very close.
I have an annoyance of the week, and it's something that happened to me, and I made sure to write it down. And that was my wife blamed me for something she misplaced.
And then when you show
And then somehow still it was all my fault.
because she took it because you probably maneuvered her the wrong way.
I didn't. So, Hanukkah, you get all these gifts, and they were all on the table. And so I was going to put it away. I would have known where it was that she'd asked me if she'd let me put it away. She's like, no, I'm going to take that. I'm like, what is this? And she's like, she took it. And then all of a sudden, I just hear her. She's fumbling around the house, and I'm watching TV, and I hear her, and she's cursed. I can hear her cursing. It's like, where the fuck is it? She's cursed. She's just like, she's looking for it, and she's obviously annoyed. And then after she finally can't find it, and she's got no one else to blame, it's obviously my fault. I'm the reason you can't find it. Where is it? You moved it. It's now your fault. So that's my annoyance of the week. I think it's funny.
But I feel like you easily annoy your wife on a regular basis. That's the feeling
I think it goes both ways. Your wife doesn't annoy you on a regular basis. If your wife doesn't annoy you on a regular basis, you're not married.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, I think this is part of life.
I think
like,
you just got you.
I think we
I don't
annoy
know.
each
I
other.
don't know.
Wendy gets
I
easily
think-
rattled. Wendy gets very easily rattled.
Well, every person's different. They have their own personalities. But listen, men are from Mars. Women are from Venus.
My wife likes what she likes, and that is the way I love her the way she is. But sometimes I'm just saying, there's got to be other guys out there that have
you been able
experienced
to have sexual relations since the surgery?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've taken
just
the. I've
curious.
taken the.
I
new
actually thought about that for some
I've
reason.
taken the new car out for a ride.
Okay.
For a spin.
Okay. And when you look down, you could see everything now because you're straight.
It looks enormous. Now.
Okay.
That's all I can say about
There
that.
you go.
It's magnificent looking.
There you go.
It's a shiny new toy.
Oh, it's like a new toy you couldn't see for a while.
No, not that I couldn't see it, but I mean, it's just
Now you can see it.
Everything's
clear.
been lifted.
Okay.
And Wendy waxed it.
It's been rejuvenated, if I must say.
like that.
I'm getting a little too Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity,
Okay.
which always reminds me of IHOP. You ever been to IHOP and had their fresh and fruity Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity?
Loved.
You don't like it anymore?
I still would go. What do
They
you
have a
mean?
good eggs Benedict.
Oh, they have. I like IHOP. I love Denny's. I still would go. I'd go.
I haven't eaten at
Moon's
Denny's.
over my hammy.
I haven't eaten
My
at
last
Denny's
time
in
at
forever.
Denny's was a couple years ago at Usher. I feel like it was Usher with Beth. Daniel, didn't Beth and us go to Usher with us, or what concert did she come to with me and Lauren? Where we partied that night.
You're talking about Janet Jackson.
Janet
You
Jackson.
talking about the Denny's on 70th Street?
No, down Miami Beach. That's exactly it. We were so drunk. We ended up at Denny's at 3
Do you know that
in the morning.
Denny's has been there forever? So when I grew up in Mimo, 74th Street.
Okay.
So I've eaten at that Denny's when I was a kid so many times. But I remember Denny's being a thing. Like when I was younger, we used to go to Denny's all the time.
What do you mean after the clubs at 2, 3, 4 in the morning? That's where you went. You went to Denny's. So finally, you did something that me and my crew did. We did that.
Not necessarily after, but like I lived in a
we
small town, and we would like go there for breakfast.
Oh, we'd go after
go there.
Baja's.
Yeah.
We'd go to Denny's.
But I think back at a time when Denny's was so nice. I went to eat there with Beth about 5 years ago in Hollandale Beach Boulevard.
Oh,
that
I know the
Denny's.
one right off of I-95. Make a left.
And
So
as
go
we're
east.
sitting there, I don't know why we were there. We stopped by. It was late at night. A fight broke out.
Really?
2 other people got into a fight. I said to Beth, "This is probably the last time I'm coming to a Denny's." A physical fight broke out.
Let me tell you, they still have with today's prices. I was very impressed with their.
But you haven't been there in 2 years.
No, but they're still trying to stay steady.
Yeah.
No, I went again after Beth one other time. Maybe I did, and I still thought I went with Barb and Ray in Palm Beach, and I thought their menu prices.
I think their
were still-
breakfasts are decent.
They're still
Everything
quite
else.
reasonable.
Well, I mean, how can you screw up breakfast? My still favorite diner is still Lester's on
Oh,
84.
yeah, I love Lester's.
That's that, or I used to go to a place called Flashback
Yeah,
in Aventura.
of course, Flashbacks. They still, but it's a newer version. The one on Hollandale now. You're talking
Oh, they moved.
yeah, Flashback Diners in Hollandale.
It's
next to
right
my
in front of
mother's
racetrack.
house.
Yeah, they have 2
right in front of
locations.
racetrack.
One in Boca and one in
Yeah, but that one in Aventura has been there forever.
No, when you say Aventura, is that Aventura? It's still Hollandale.
I mean, it's the entrance.
It's
of
Hollandale.
It's,
It's
right-
across from the
it's across from racetrack.
But they've changed. It used to be a different structure. Now it's more modern
Well,
structure.
before it used to be alums.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. It was a Lums. You're correct.
My
Yep.
God, you got
And alums back in the 80s.
I remember eating there at that Lums.
Wow.
I could talk about restaurants we used to eat at Pumpernicks.
Oh, I love
the Thin
Pumpernicks.
Lizzie.
Oh, Daniel, who do
The
we go?
Rascal
I feel like
House.
we went to Pumpernicks
We used to go
a
to
lot.
Pumpernicks with our
Wolf-
grandparents.
Wolfie
That's
Cohen's.
right. God, you got to.
My grandmother used to steal the bread and put it in her purse, and I was like, "Grandma, what are you doing?"
The pumpernickel bread with the onion roll at the Pumpernicks.
The onion roll in the middle.
So good. And same thing with the Rascal House too. The
I love-
Danish
yeah.
that you'd get for breakfast.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they don't make.
and they used to have Corkies or something. Or
Oh,
something.
Corkies, yes.
Up
With the-
163rd Street.
Oh, that's right.
The Zoftic sandwich was one of my favorite things. And their potato pancakes were top
Right.
notch.
So they had Rascal House and Sunny Isles.
Yeah.
They had Pumpernicks and Hollandale, and they had Corkies.
And
and
I feel like
163rd
we
Street.
went to
You
all
had Wolfie
three of those
Cohen's on the
quite
beach.
often. Who did we go with? Like, I feel like we went to those. We went to
Always go with our
Pumpernicks with Grandma and
grandparents.
Grandma.
That's it. That was our main place.
And then of course there was always Bennigan's, also on 163rd
I didn't
Street.
mind
Yeah,
Bennigan's.
And you
I
had
was-
and you had the Fridays in the Aventura
Oh, yeah,
Mall.
that's right.
The Fridays in the Aventura Mall was the place. It was 2 floors. The French. When Fridays first kind of hit the scene,
We used to go there Tuesday nights.
it was always the baked potato skins with sour cream were to die for. I remember going there. It's many how funny things change.
Oh, I'm
Same
sorry,
thing.
East Side Mario's.
East Side Mario's.
That was the place.
10-cent wings. 10-cent wings at East. I
Did you
worked
go to
there.
Joe's Bagels.
Where's Joe's Bagels?
What was Avi's Bagel place called? It was
you
Joe's
Bagel Bar?
No,
Moe's.
Joe's. Avi, the place I worked at. Avi's buddy
Moe's.
that got
Was
killed.
it- oh, wait,
The guy that killed, it was before Moe's. It was called Joe's Bagels.
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
That was Avi's.
Sharon Bagels.
Sharon, was it Sharon
It's
Bagels?
Sharon Bagels.
And he died. He was a drug addict, right? That's the guy the buddy that was
Well,
a drug addict.
the thing is, as time comes and goes, the years comes and ends. We all try to be better people at the end of the day. We set goals for ourselves, and we'll continue to do that. Goals for us this year is we know we need more subscribers, so like, subscribe, and follow our content.
Please, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're big on Facebook. We still want to continue on Facebook, but let's go to these
Hold
other
on. And
areas.
how much revenue did we already generate on Facebook?
$10.
$11.
Yeah,
$11.
Thank you.
retiring
Thank
soon.
you.
But
We're getting
do you
there.
know what? It's an honor that we're now in this place where they're offering us revenue streams. I mean, that means we're doing something right.
I guess.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll
Look at the
see you all
positives.
next year. And if you don't like it, F your feelings. I don't know what else to tell you.
We
F your
have an
feelings.
amazing Christmas. Have a happy. I think we might do another episode before the New Year. When is New Year's? Next Friday, probably.
Yeah, but the next episode will come out definitely after New Year's.
Yes.
This will come out right around New
Yes.
Year's for all of you out there. We can put the pressure on Jonathan. Jonathan, this does not come out before New Year's. You're fired. That's it. We're firing you. Even though we can't do any of this with you or without
Without it,
you.
for sure.
Yeah, you're fired. That's it. You're getting the hell out of here.
Everybody, I got to tell you, everybody does come. I know we've said it before. People come to me all the time. They go, "Who does your clips? They're very professional. The way those 30-second." I go, "Listen, my brother, he was always good at this, and I think we're bringing out his pure talent. He makes us look good every week."
He does make
Love
us
you
look
for
good
it.
every week.
Thank you, Brother John.
Anyways, guys, tune in next week. We'll be here again with your favorite Britney clip of the week. What's annoying us, of course, and our musings. We're still trying to find our footing. If you want to submit a story, like in the description, there will be a link to that.
Cotton Bowl, go Canes.
Make
go
sure if you're
Canes.
married that you're asking your wife for permission before whatever you do.
Yes.
Submit an
Daniel-
audio clip on our website,
Dan-
afterfeelingspod.com.
Daniel, I'm going to give you a mission. Your mission before the next one is to find.
get deeper.
Find.
I'm deep.
Deep. No,
I'm
you gotta be
deep.
deeper.
Look into
I'm
yourself.
deep.
Look
I'm
into
deep.
your soul.
I'm very content.
And listen, and I'll say it again and again. Go Canes, go Canes, go Canes. All you Ohio State fans, you think this is going to be a walk in the park? You're heading into a brick wall, my friends. You don't understand what's about to. You guys will realize early in the game that we're in there for a fight. I promise.
Oh, it's going to be a low-scoring game, I think.
And then those games end up being high scoring, though. You know how you always think it's going to be low scoring? I agree with you. Theoretically, it should be a low scoring game.
Yeah, we're going to.
I will find myself and say one thing. I think I lied to myself about being a Dolphins fan. I'm a Dolphins fanatic, and I lied to myself thinking maybe I was a bit overzealous.
If they
thinking that
just
we-
make the playoffs, they can make a run. The miracle run.
once again.
Tua will find himself.
Daniel, how's Tua working for us?
Oh,
is he great?
God.
Is he
Don't
playing?
worry. The next quarterback will be 3.
Yeah, exactly.
He's regressed like Britney.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
him and Britney are in the same video.
I think Britney would be a better quarterback at this point.
I mean, the way he runs, he can't get away from it.
He looks to get sacked. It's like he runs into the sack. He's like, no, I'm over here. Sack me, sack me.
He's strange. It's strange. Now, I think a lot of that's got to do with,
You know how much I care about the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
show
then
you. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, finally, we're
Okay.
quiet now. Oh,
love
I can
you.
hear myself talk now.
It's all about the you. We love you.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment, do it all. We love you guys, and
your feelings.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Happy
Hanukkah. Only
Happy
health
New
and
Year.
happiness to all of you and your children, your families, the world, my friend.
Thank you
We
to
love
our
you.
audience. We love you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You silly, silly boy.